I've been playing around with the Cosmos ecosystem for the past several months. However, I just got into Juno last week and been playing around with the ecosystem for the past 3 days. I'm not going to give you the technical jargon and all the theories and stuff. I'm just going to give you exactly what I did. I'm going to document the process basically. That's exactly why I've created my channel. So if you're new to my channel, would appreciate if you could subscribe. Okay, I do have several playlists, and I do plan on creating another playlist for Cosmos, keep them organized, because I believe Terra and Luna was my baby until recently when Cosmos just came over and just destroyed it. So Cosmos at this moment is probably taking Luna's position on my portfolio. Okay, that's how bullish I am on the ecosystem. I'm not asking you to get in any of the tokens I'm going to mention right now. I'm definitely getting into the topic, which is Juno Network and what got me into this. So before I begin, as mentioned, subscribe and also follow me on Twitter for all the time-sensitive news, because in crypto, you can see things change real quick. All right, so I can't create videos as much as I can tweet out. All right. So all right, let's begin. First of all, like I mentioned, I'm not going to give you all the technical jargons. You can find those later on. I'm going to explain about Juno and everything later on in a separate video. For now, I'm going to give you something real quick. Opportunities always present themselves. If you miss one bus, there's always a second one. However, we are not always present during that time, or we are unlucky, unable to do certain thing or take action. Okay? So whatever your reason might be, it's up to you. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not asking you to get in, whatnot. But if you find value, okay, first of all, share it with everybody else. And second, take action. Do it right now. If you want to invest in Juno later on, months later, things change in crypto real quick. Understand the ecosystem and why it's important to take action right now. So follow along, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay? So Juno is smart contracts evolved. In simple terms, Juno as a layer 1 smart contract network solves the first generation smart contract bottlenecks, which are limited scalability, high cost for deployment and execution, and offers an easy environment for developers across the globe to deploy scalable, secure, decentralized applications efficiently. I know it probably just went through your head, and yeah, don't worry about this. I'm going to try to link up all the stuff so you can just go through them later on. Okay? Speed, cost, interoperability, smart contracts. Roadmap. They have actually completed all of them, which I'm going to touch base in a bit. Kepler self-integration. Kepler is a wallet, just like MetaMask. That's the one that we use for the Cosmos ecosystem. All right, it's very sophisticated compared to MetaMask, according to me. All right. Osmosis completed, and we have a couple more that's coming up. Okay, which is going to be interesting. All right, so why did I say this is time sensitive? There are a lot of airdrops coming up, a lot of scam stuff, as Cosmos ecosystem is growing rapidly. Okay, it's everywhere in the news. If you closely look right now, okay, Atom is growing. It's one of the only tokens right now, probably, that's in the green. Okay, market is not favoring anything right now. However, you can see Atom is pretty decent in the green, and the most tokens on my list, do not ape in unless you really know what's going on. And I do plan on covering them later on, one by one. Okay, these are just on my watch list. Today, I'm talking about Juno, which is sitting at $21.60. It just beat its all-time high, which again, we're going to discuss. 49 million liquidity, still tiny. Okay, it started way back. Let's just look at it. 4th October 21st, according to this chart. Okay, $4 kind of bottom. Clearly see 27 October it was around 17 and 16. So it seems like a very decent chart. It doesn't go down, and the main reason I believe so is because most of them are staked. They're giving around 117% APR on their staking, which I'm going to show you in a bit on the Kepler wallet. Okay, so is it a good time to ape in? Maybe not, but I aped in because I'm going to talk about that in a second. All right, like I mentioned, there are a lot of airdrops coming. First of all, I know about Luna ecosystem. I'm a big fan of Luna, and it's one of my biggest holding. I thought Luna is my baby. Well, maybe it's was now, because Atom came out of nowhere. I wish I discovered Atom last year in the beginning. And I wish I took profit on some of the other coins I'm holding and put all into Atom, or well, all pretty much went all in. I would have been in a better position right now. Okay, like I said, opportunities present themselves. Sometimes you learn, you make mistakes, and you just don't keep making the same mistakes over and over again, right? So always do your own research, so you don't have to cry or blame or point fingers at somebody else for pumping and dumping and all, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I would dollar cost average, but just because I wanted to understand the ecosystem, I wanted to play around with it, I had to buy some, and I'm going to show you how to get involved with this right now. Okay, I'm just giving you a quick overview before I get into the real buying and selling and staking and all that kind of cool stuff. All right, so let's see. In order, like I mentioned, they have completed every single thing until this much, and let's finish the airdrop stuff, right? Juno Network, all right, they're very active on social. They have a lot of things coming. 5 hours ago, you can see clearly turnkey DAO creation, DAOs. There's a lot of stuff which I plan on again discussing, and I'm just doing this straight up raw. You can clearly see this was posted 5 hours ago. They have a lot of stuff coming up. Okay, I'm gonna touch on them. I probably will create a separate playlist. Maybe I'll have a separate playlist on Juno Network itself, because they are a blockchain and smart contract by themselves, so they probably deserve. There's a lot of information and a lot of projects coming up. And before I also begin, I need to show you this, which is very important. George Washington, who is, let's see first who's this dude. All right, he's the unofficial founding father of Osmosis Zone, which is the AMM, the DEX. All right, and he posted something really interesting, which is very unpopular. However, I've tweeted this out earlier on, which says, is the Cosmos ecosystem an ecosystem yet, or are people just airdropping vaporware? I'm down to give people a shot, but 90% of these projects not gonna make it. And you know what? I'm one of those guys who actually preach and say the same kind of stuff, that NFTs and metaverse, there are only 1-2% that's gonna do well, and the rest are just garbage. They ain't gonna make it. So why does he say this? Because Cosmos ecosystem is booming right now. Okay, it's happening. People are just started to notice, and there'll be a lot of shit projects. That's unfortunate, and I just hope me and the other experts or whatever, they can weed out and give you guys the best information. So that's what he meant. There are a lot of projects that'll try to give you free airdrops and etc, etc. And that reminds me, if you look at one of these, so one tweet made earlier on, okay, another airdrop for Atom and Juno stakers, token SPQR, Senatus World. I have no idea what is Senatus, right? And if you look at some of the comments, it says looks really fishy. Yes, for some rug will come. Don't claim everything without checking first. And some of them are like, the questions are, I'm a newbie in Atom. Hey bro, is there a minimum to stake? So you get the point. A lot of people are unaware of how staking works. A lot of people are unaware if this is a scam or not a scam. So you need to do always research and question whenever you get something free, because it's not always free. When I say staking and airdrops, I don't consider them as free, because you're being rewarded for taking the risk to stake tokens, to be an early bird. That's the reward you get. So nothing is for free. You get the point? That's how I see it. So always do your research. Not all airdrops are straight up. However, there is an airdrop coming for Juno holders. It's called Raw. That is probably legit. And it's right here. So let me just pull this up. So Raw token, black paper, 4 FOF airdrops will take place. Random snapshot dates are coming. This was posted on Jan 28th, which was just 5 days ago. So my thing is, I believe we still have time. I've missed a lot of airdrops, legit airdrops. People who have staked Atom token, right? Who have staked Atom on Kepler or whatever with validators initially. Let me just pull it up real quick. Right? You can see I have 17 Atom. If you have staked Atom from the beginning of last year, you would have been eligible for a lot of airdrops. Atom holders have gotten airdrops for Juno, for Osmosis, for Chihuahua, like literally every single thing. Huge amount of airdrops, literally 5-6 figures. I don't know about 6 figures, depending on how much they had staked, but a lot of them have got huge amount of airdrops, literally. And they could also stake those airdrop and compound it, which you could do in most of them, which I'm going to show you. All right. I mentioned I'm going to talk about each of these projects later on once I find more, more stuff about them. For this, I'm going to stick to Juno. Right. Right now, it's at 2157. I'm going to talk about JunoSwap in a second. All right. So, like I mentioned, this raw token is coming up. Like I don't know when, but like JunoSwap, they just mentioned, there are snapshots that's being taken, which means we still have time. At least I can get one airdrop and multiple later on, maybe, probably, right? But at least I'll qualify for raw token airdrop, and that could be very juicy. And that's why this is time sensitive. I do not want you to just watch it. I want you to just do it along with me. But always do your research first. Check this out. Interchain security is coming to Cosmos. The first overview of the interchain security, Cosmos specific category of shared security that uses IBC, inter-blockchain communication protocol by info. This itself is bullish. And I'm not gonna again go through the entire process and details. Probably this deserves a separate video itself. They are hiring. Okay, today we are excited to share an overview of the final version of interchain security to launch interchain security. This itself seems like another topic. Okay, and this is all happening in Cosmos, and the Juno and the entire ecosystem is gonna thrive. Okay, guys. I mean, if you look at this, if you look at the tokens right now, most of the tokens projects on the Cosmos ecosystem right now, they haven't lost much value. They're still very close to all-time high. Look at Osmosis. All-time high was almost $10, $11, and right now it's like $7, $8. If you look at even Atom, Cosmos, look at Atom today. It's pretty much going up because people are discovering about Atom, and also they need Atom to provide liquidity for some of the projects here to qualify for airdrops, etc. Yeah. So here's the deal. Now, let's show you. I don't want to talk about any more theories and stuff. Okay, we talked about this and all of the. Now let's just talk about how to get involved with Juno if you decide to do so. All right. First, you need to understand. You have to get a Kepler wallet. I'm gonna give you all the links in the description. All right, Kepler. You just have to Google Kepler wallet, of course. Okay, it's Kepler's. Oh, it's KEPLR.app, interchain wallet. All right, install it for your Chrome. Very straightforward. You can see I have it. All right, this is my Juno here. I'm going to show you in a second. So install it for your Chrome. Straightforward. I'm not going to show you this. You can find it on the Chrome Web Store. All right. Second, what you need to do, of course, you will have all the addresses here. When you have it, right, you have the Juno. You can see this. Once you've installed Kepler, you'll have all these networks here, all these different blockchain that runs on using the Cosmos SDK. And recently they have added Terra, Chihuahua. They're coming up. They're in beta. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick to Juno in this case, but you can clearly see if you can switch between them. Cosmos. This is my Cosmos, like my Atom that's I've staked. That's on my wallet, right? So this is Juno. Switch to Juno, right? And you can see I have some staked. And so I'm gonna show you how to stake here first, and then I'm gonna show you the liquidity, how to provide liquidity on JunoSwap, which is very, very new. You can clearly see I have pools, and here I have pools here, okay, and they're so new that it's still work in progress. Stay tuned, coming soon. You can't stake it yet. All right. So a lot of people are they discovered this and they know they're gonna get rewarded with the airdrops. So they want to take action and they are building up and putting in liquidity. You can clearly see the liquidity is going up for some of the pools. There are 10 million on this one, Juno Atom, etc., etc. You do not have to do this. Maybe it has its own benefit. Maybe it is a requirement for the raw airdrop. Probably it doesn't hurt to just probably invest or put in like $100 or a couple of buck, whatever you're willing to lose. Understand impermanent loss as well. Okay. Like I mentioned, this is gonna be the most imperfect video, and as long as you understand this and I can get the point across, that's all matters to me. Okay. I'll do my best to keep the fluffs out, edit just a little bit, and that's all. All right, so let's get back to this. First, in order to get involved with Juno at this moment, there could be several other ways, but for me, it's okay, two ways. Either I'll use crypto.com or I'll use Kucoin. So osmosis.zone is their DEX. All right, and I will need some. I have to transfer funds to this DEX in order to take advantage, and meaning to buy Juno. All right, I use USD or Atom, and that's the easiest thing because you can buy. There's no USD on crypto.com, but you can use Atom. So you can buy Atom on crypto.com, transfer it over to here. So this is your Cosmos, right? This is your Cosmos. This is your wallet address, right? Transfer your Atom to Cosmos. Once you have transferred it here, it's gonna show up. All right. What you do now is you go click on deposit Cosmos. You see the deposit. You click on deposit, and you'll see. So what does this mean? You're trying to deposit Cosmos Atom token from Kepler wallet to the DEX Osmosis. That's where you're gonna use it to, buy, sell, whatever, transfer, right? Trade. Here you can clearly see I have 0.3. I'm gonna just show you real quick. I'm gonna transfer 0.1. All right, and I'm using Ledger wallet, so I have to unlock real quick. You can connect your Ledger wallet with your Kepler, and that's what I suggest you do so. All right, so I'm ready. I'm going to click deposit, and you can see it's 9 cents. Approve. I'm going to view transactions. I'm going to sign, and you'll see right here it says waiting for transactions to be included in the block. All right, so it's done, right? So now, if you look at my Atom here, it's 0, but if I refresh, it's 0. It's embarrassment. No, it's not. It's gonna come in a second. There you go. It's right here. Okay. So it's 2.82, 0.1 Atom, right? So now since I have Atom, this is the same procedure you follow to transfer USD, whatever you want from your Kepler wallet. Easy peasy. And all you need, like my procedure, is Atom or USD. That's it. Once you can transfer Atom, because you don't have any other tokens, most of the tokens here, the Osmosis, none of these are listed on any exchanges. Atom is the only one, main one. So, we are very, very, very early, which is amazing. It's a good thing. Finally. All right. For example, Somalia chain. Again, I got distracted. Look at this. It just started early today. 1st of Feb. It just came out 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it was just $1, and it's just going up. All-time high was just $5 just a few hours ago. Do you understand? A lot of tokens in the Cosmos ecosystem are taking off because they're so new, and there's a lot of potential. The tech behind it is insane. So that's one of the reasons people are discovering, developers are discovering this, and it's ready to take off. All right. So do not ape in. Always do your research and dollar cost average for the long-term win. Okay. So let's get back. Right now, since I have Atom here, you can see I have Terra USD, Crypto.com, first method, get Atom, transfer to Kepler, and then from Kepler, do the deposit, like I mentioned. You'll see this, right? Max, deposit, that's it. And second method, Kucoin. All right, Kucoin is my second, obviously my favorite exchange in terms of like dealing with a lot of, because they have a lot of stuff listed. I like to play with limits and etc. So you can buy Atom on Kucoin, or you could also buy UST with USDT. All right, so I can actually buy UST, and then I can transfer. If you decide to use UST, you can switch to Terra ecosystem, the blockchain, copy your Terra address, okay, and then transfer, add it to your KuCoin wallet list and then withdraw. So once you have your USD here, it'll be right here. You'll see it. Whether you have Luna or you have USD, it's going to show up right here, okay, because USD runs on Terra Luna. And once it's here, all you have to do is do the same thing. You deposit whatever USD, and that's it. All right. So now, how do we get involved with Juno? Now we go to the trading section. All right. Whether you have Atom or whether you have USD, I'm going to use USD. All right. And here we have Juno. These are all the tokens on the list, which actually I'm going to talk about. There are several ones that are on my watch list. Like I mentioned earlier on, there'll be a lot of projects that are garbage and I have no clue. So probably wait on it. Do not just ape in. Okay, I'm just going to stick to Juno for now. All right. Because Juno is the most promising, and I don't think we will go wrong on this. All right. Okay, so Juno, it sucks that I have to buy right now because it's pretty much at all-time high, right? Juno is pretty much at all-time high. If you look at the chart, sitting at, and surprisingly, Juno started in 4th October, November, December, Jan, Feb, just 4 months ago, guys. So imagine how early we are, right? And on top of that, like they have the beta mode, the JunoSwap is still in beta, and on top, they are still working on the swaps and everything. And it's bullish because everything works. It's just the UI and a couple of other stuff they need to work on. And it clearly says work in progress, stay tuned. So once this starts, I think it's gonna take off. So in a bear market, if this does well, I mean, I have nothing to complain, okay? And again, it's up to you whether you want to follow along, do this or not, but don't waste time. Just do your research. If you want to be involved, just get all in and that's it. And just wait on it, okay? So, first thing, let's finish this. All right? I'm going to swap it. If I want to buy like, I would say 3 Juno, not 30, 3, okay? 3 Juno, whatever it is, I'll just put a 5 here. All right? Swap it. Same way, I'm using my ledger. You can see $0. How awesome is that? No fees? All right, sign. Done. We gotta do something after this, so watch closely. There's 2 things that you could do, and that's what I've done. Okay, let me show you. First, you can see in both ways we have to transfer them to our Kepler wallet. All right, we have to transfer them to our Kepler. So let's go to Juno here, right? So we have to transfer to our Kepler, and then it'll show up, and then we could actually use the Juno on JunoSwap as well as on Kepler to stake it. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you real quick. All right, so now go back to assets. All right, you can see Juno right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to deposit. Deposit means you're depositing. Of course, you're bringing in the DEX, in osmosis, okay? I'm taking it out. So I'm going to withdraw this. So I'm going to click withdraw, and now I'm pulling it out from the DEX to the Kepler wallet. All right, max, withdraw. Again, it's 0. And always have some osmosis for gas fee, which is the main token for the native token for the DEX. It's not always required, but yeah, just have some. All right, let's confirm. It'll take a second. So it disappeared from this DEX, right? So okay, so if you check your Kepler, it should be here. It just show up in a bit, okay? It's gonna take a little time. A lot of people are using this network and chain, so it's right here now. All right, check it out. All right, you can see it. It clearly says available 3. Okay, so now what you could do here is 2 things. You could stake. Just look at the staking reward. It's not gonna last long. It's insane staking reward. 117% APR, while the value of the token goes up. And clearly, it's the supply is limited to some extent, which I can see. And if you closely notice, the liquidity for this token compared to some others, look at this. It's a $500 million here, right? Look at Cosmos and look at Juno. It's 49 million. It's tiny. And I don't doubt once the volume starts getting bigger, it's gonna be insane. Again, I'm not gonna discuss about the pricing and all that stuff. I feel bullish on the Juno Network, and I want to qualify for the airdrop. I want you to qualify for it, and that's exactly what I'm here for, okay? So let's do this. Back at it. Osmosis. Right now, we have it on our Kepler wallet, okay? If you want to stake it, all you have to do is stake. I'm doing it with Cosmos Station. There's several others I could move around, okay? And I try to like split my funds into different wallets, so that's another thing. Alright, so if you want to stake, all you have to do is click on manage. Quick thing, undelegation takes time, 28 days for Juno, 14 days for Osmosis, I think 21 days for Atom. They're pretty much 3 to 4 weeks, depends, alright? That's unbonding, if that makes sense, alright? I'm gonna delegate. So click on delegate, and you can see I have available 3 point something. I'm just going to click on 2 and just click on delegate, and that's it. You get the point? That's how you delegate. You'll see it on your wallet, and you'll be earning that reward, which is insane. You can clearly see, you know, and you can claim it, of course, anytime. All of these, the best part of this Kepler is you can stake everything within this from the wallet. You can stake Cosmos, you can stake Osmosis, you can stake Secret, and you can just keep, use the same thing for claiming rewards and compounding. So it's just like everything in one place. It's just amazing. And then there's Chihuahua, which I'm going to talk about in some other videos, okay? All right, so let's stick to Juno. Back on it. All right, cool. Now, this is one of the ways. So I've shown you how to stake for the reward. This is a single site staking, no permanent loss, nothing, straight up, okay? Stake it. This should qualify for a lot of airdrops down the road, which is amazing. I believe so. All right. See this? These are the tokens right now. That's on Juno Network, JunoSwap, literally. So you could actually buy Atom. You could with whatever Juno you have, swap straight up. Okay. So there are some tokens that are exclusive to this network, such as Neta, and I believe Neta was airdropped to a lot of Juno's holders. And Neta right now, I believe so. Let's see. One Neta. So one Neta is almost $1,400, which is insane. I don't know how much it was initially, but I believe also the supply is less, like limited supply. And I don't know what they're up to, some DAO stuff, which I'm going to explore later on. But seems promising. But I can't say anything about it right now until I really know about the project. But what I'm trying to show you right now is, let's again go back to the topic. Liquidity, you clearly see. You can create liquidity here. Okay, so just choose where you want to provide liquidity. So I'm providing, in this example, Juno Atom, Juno Secret, Juno Neta. So just log into this, manage liquidity. If you want to remove, add. So this is how much Juno I have. But right now I don't have any. So let's say you transfer 10 Juno and you want to provide liquidity. Okay. For the sake of it, I'm going to show you. I'm going to swap Juno for Atom, right? So I'm going to swap one Juno for Atom. All right. Let's do this. 50-50. That's how you provide liquidity, okay? Equal ratio. Check this out. So liquidity, I'll go to Juno Atom. Whatever you want to purchase is up to you. If you want to provide liquidity for if you want to provide liquidity for this pool, you need Nether. If you want to provide for Juno Secret, you need Secret and Juno, right? So just 50-50, split it up, and then you go to liquidity. I'm taking this as an example. Right now, I just purchased a little bit of Atom, right? So what I'm going to do is just say provide maximum, because I want to just put all in. And you can clearly see they're balancing it out. After this, I'll be left with some Juno. And always have some Juno for gas fees, which is also the native token and the main token for this DEX, right? So add liquidity. And now I'm going to approve it. I'm going to sign. And this is the $42. You can see clearly this is the value. And you'll see this go up. That's it. All right, so that's about it. Once this thing takes off, like I don't know what's the plan, because it says work in progress. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. We are so brand new. All right, so do not put more than what you can afford to lose. All right, this APR and everything is gonna change as they work on this, I believe. So we're all just waiting. All of these players, they're just waiting. We are just providing liquidity and we're just waiting now. But that's about it. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, okay? This is really gonna be interesting. I'm excited about the entire ecosystem. I'm gonna update you as I find out more about them, okay? I just want you to be early. This is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm using my channel to document the entire process. This is going to be crazy. You don't get a lot of people talk about this because it's just how it is. Most people are pumping all the micro caps just to make them money. That's where the money is for them, not for others. But if you understand the ecosystem and stick to the long-term, the best ones that actually not only fundamentally strong, but also has strong community. Cosmos ecosystem, it doesn't really have a strong community, but it has a lot of stuff being developed. If you look at the developers, AMAs and all that kind of stuff, they're legit. They answer questions. They're down to earth, humble, straight up. Okay? I'm one of the guys who actually call out on people. So if there's something that changes, I will call out the BS. So until then, take it easy and don't get wrecked. All right?